I don't think of organisational resilience as a once-in-a-lifetime event, so I don't think that there may be some shock in the future which we need to be resilient for. I think nowadays it's the new normal. It's actually just how we live our lives in the business world. So if we're the CEO of a business, if we're leading a business, we can't think about the strategy and the plans, and we can't think about them rolling out in a nice linear fashion. And if we're an employee at any level in the business, we can't think of our careers actually into the future being linear. There's going to be chops and changes and turns in the business strategy and in our careers. We need to prepare for this by thinking more about agility rather than talent. It's about how we're going to learn and react to future events rather than just the experiences that we have behind us. We've seen an extraordinary change in the business cycles over the past 10 years. I was in banking when in 2007, 2008, 2009, and it was an extraordinary time. The cycles since then have seemed to have shortened, and the change we see is more constant. And we have to be more thoughtful about the change that's going to hit us in the future. So yes, things are just crazier than ever. We can't expect them to return to normal because this is normal now. On top of that, we can see fascinating changes in demographics, fascinating changes in technology, and we have to anticipate that change is going to continue accelerating. Leaders can't rely on the old top-down hierarchical ways of managing anymore. They need to think about how they're going to help the organisation change, anticipate and react to changes in the environment for the future. They're going to come across tough times. They're going to actually come across things that they didn't expect or anticipate. And they're going to actually have to motivate their employees to get through those tough times and actually prosper in them. And to do that, they're going to have to give the employees a sense of purpose. We know that we can get people to work hard. We know that actually that we can get through tough times. But there's no point in doing that if actually we don't come out the other side having learnt from them and we don't maintain the engagement and well-being of our people. If we actually push our people through change too hard, too quickly and don't think about them as people, then we'll come out the other side, engagement will drop off. And we know that companies won't prosper, they won't actually sustain high performance if they don't engage their people over time. We used to think about talent in the form of succession plans, so very, very linear organisational charts. And we used to think about talent in the form of, okay, so who is going to be high potential? And we base that often on their performance. We need to think about this differently going forward. Some of the old ways of thinking about this will lead us down the wrong track because we'll be basing our assessment on who's going to prosper in the new world based on how they performed in the old world. So my view is that we need to think about, okay, how agile are our people? How are they going to learn? How are they actually going to react to change in the future based on what they've done in the past? And are they going to find new ways of coping? Are they going to find new ways of pulling teams together to prosper in an ever-changing world?